First, let me start with the document. If I want to store any files or sensitive data, we have standard table called document. So what is this document? First, let us get into the technical terms involved in the Salesforce applications. Generally, these are the terms which we are going to use frequently in the complete Salesforce. First one is object. We will discuss in detail, but as an overview, try to understand this point. Object. In the regular database, you call it as a table. In the Salesforce, we call it as an object. So whatever you are going to call it as a table in the regular database, same we are going to call it as object in the Salesforce. So what is the purpose of the object? To store the data. Now already Salesforce has given some standard objects to support the CRM. Already CRM applications are developed by the Salesforce. In order to support that CRM operations, we already have some standard tables created by the Salesforce. So objects are nothing but a table. Some of them are created by Salesforce. Some of them are created by you as per your requirement. Then we have tab. What is a tab? Tab is a interface between user and application. When you click on the tab, corresponding table will open. When you click on the tab, corresponding table will open. If I want to enter the data, if I want to modify the data, if I want to see the data, we need an interface between user and application. The tab is the interface. If you look at this, campaigns is a tab. Open it, campaign table will open. Leads, accounts, contacts, all these are tabs. So what is a tab? Tab is a interface between user and application. Tab is a interface between user and application. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Application. Application is a collection of tabs. Group of tabs are called as application. So what is an application? Application is a collection of tabs. You look at this sales application. It is a combination of all these tabs. Service application. It is a combination of all these tabs. So application is nothing but collection of tabs. Then again we have profile. It will tell what user can do once you log in. If I log into the Salesforce, can I create a table? Can I create a tab? Can I create an application? Can I create a new role? Can I create a automation rules? Can I create a validation rules? Everything is specified by profile. Profile will tell what user can do after logging in. Once you log into the application, what are the permissions given to you? What you are permitted to see? What you are permitted to work? That is given by profile. So here we have still user. Now your employee of your organization, employee of the client who want to log in and start working on this, we are going to call him as user. So we have object, tab, application, profile, and user. Now, object, tab, application, profile, and user. These are the technical terms what we are generally going to use here. Okay. Now come back to the point. Now what is the discussion? Document. What is a document? It is a standard object created by the Salesforce. It is one of the standard table created by the Salesforce. What is the purpose of it? If you want to store any documents, files or attachments, we will be storing in this table. There are two types of documents what we have. One is internal document, other one is externally available image. Look at the point. Now we have this. If you click on the plus sign, you find documents. Now all the tabs will not be visible here. When you click on the plus sign, list of all the tabs will come. Here I am giving documents. Now new document. So what we have? Indicate document is internal, externally available image. Indicate document is internal means, what does it mean? This can be accessible by only internal users, the employees of ICICI. There are two types of users, internal, external. External means they are not the employees of your organization, but still you want to give an access, like a customer, like a distributor, like a partner, retailer. So these people are what? They are not employees. I gave franchises to a number of people. I want those people to log in and see the request or raise a request. Now those people are called external users. Who are they? Partners, customers, retailers, who will be logging into communities. Who will be logging into communities? Employees. Internal employees will be logging into what? Application. How many types of users are there? Two types. Now when I say indicate document is internal, this document is visible for only internal users and it is not available for external users. Second point, content of the file is not visible directly. Let us say I am sending an email to you with my resume. Now you see that there is an attachment, but the content of the resume will not be seen. You need to manually open the file to see the content. I am sending an email with my resume. You get an alert with the mail with one attachment, but you will not be able to see the content unless you open the file. This is called internal document. Next we have externally available image. When I say externally available image, content of the file is directly visible. Let us say I want to use this as a logo. When I want to use as a logo, people should not click to see the logo. By default, it should be displayed. That is the reason we give it as externally available image. This is directly accessible to both internal users and external user. The moment I say externally available image, content of the file is directly visible to internal and external users. I hope you are good. Okay. When you are uploading the file, what is the maximum size of the file? 5 MB. The size of the file what we can upload is 5 MB. So let me go with this. Internal, storing in a folder called my personal. Choose the file. Upload the file and save it. So we cannot see the content of the file directly. I am clicking on the view file to see the content. Same file, if I make it as externally available image, content of the file is directly visible. Right, boss? So next one. Here we have keywords. What is the purpose of that keyword? When you are searching here, based on the keyword we can search. Based on the keyword we can search here. Whatever the keyword I have given, based on that keyword we will be able to search it. So this is the keyword. So what we have? Click on the plus sign. Documents. New document. Enter the document name, unique name, indicate whether it is a document is internal or external, choose the folder. Right now, by default, we have my personal document folder. No, you want to create your own folder, we can also do that. If you want to create your own folder, we can also do that. How is that? Plus sign, documents, create new folder. I created a folder. On the folder, what type of access you want to give? I told read and write. To whom I want to give? To all the users. Right now we don't know, we don't have any other users. So I told folder is accessible to all the users. Now create a new document. What is that? Application, right? Then indicate the document, internal or external available image, folder, choose it in my logos. Browse the file. This is how we have created. Now we just created a couple of documents here. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Am I clear? Now, what is the advantage of creating your own folder? Already there is a standard folder called My Documents. Then why did you create your own folder? Any document that is created in the My Documents cannot be deployed to production. If you are creating My Documents, you are storing the files in My Document, My Personal Document folder. They cannot be deployed from Sandbox to production. Anything that you save in My Personal Document folder cannot be deployed from Sandbox to production. That is the reason we create our own folder and push the files from Sandbox to production. Are you clear? Right. So this is the quick information about document. Let us see critical information. So document is a standard object created by Salesforce. We use the document object to store sensitive information like files, images, and documents. Any user who whose profile has a read access on the document object can access it. It's a table. If you have access on the table, you will be able to see the files in the table. Now, what type of documents are there? Documents are classified as internal document, externally available image. Okay, these documents can be accessed or shared only with the internal users. Content of the document is not visible directly. The moment you say externally available image, these documents can be shared with internal users and external users. Content of this document is visible directly. Now, maximum size of the document we can upload is 5 MB. If you want to use documents as a logo, we can upload a text file, PDF, everything. But if you want to use the document as a logo, size has to be more than 3 KB, less than 20 KB. Okay. Now, all documents are stored in a folder. Who have access to the folder, they can view it. So, what is the navigation we have seen? First, we clicked on tab panel. On the tab panel, click on plus sign. On the plus sign, we get a documents. Click on the documents tab. We get new document. Enter the document name, unique name, then go for the document type, internal or external. Enter the description and keyword. Keyword is used for searching the document. Choose the document and save the document. Theoretically, I hope all the points are covered. Everyone is good with that? Right. So what is the next step? Steps to create a document folder. What we have done again? Setup, tab panel, click on the plus sign. Then we get create a document folder. I hope you are good with this, right? Let me quickly revise these points. Now, document is a standard object created by the Salesforce. They use the documents, they use the document object for storing the data, okay, files, PDFs, images, and all this stuff. Like you want to upload any logos, you want to upload any logos, you want to upload any, okay, agreement files, then we use the document object. If you want to see this document object, your profile should have an access to it. Right, next. There are two types of document, external and internal. External is available for internal user, external user. Internal is available for only internal user. External document, content is directly visible. Internal document, I have to manually open the file to see it. Then, what is the maximum size of the document? 5 MB. If you want to use as a logo, it should be more than 3 KB, less than 20 KB. Right? What is the purpose of keyword? It is used to search the document from global search. Right? Navigation, tab panel, plus sign, document, new document. Similarly, document folder. Any document that is stored to my personal document folder cannot be deployed from sandbox to production. If you want to deploy, you need a custom. So create a custom and deploy it. Right, boss? I hope you are good. Right? Okay. Next, we are trying to understand the next level, that is a application. What is an application? Purpose of it. What is an application? What is the purpose of this application? Look at the next point. What is an application? Application is a collection of tabs. Application is a collection of tabs. A group of tabs are wrapped as one application. There are two types of applications what we have. One is a standard application, other one is a custom application. Standard application means applications created by the Salesforce. Standard applications created by the Salesforce. Like sales application, call center, marketing, okay, this type of application. Now, any application created by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. You can only customize it, you can hide it. Any application developed by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. It can only be customized as per your business requirement. Name some of the standard applications. As I told you, sales, call center, marketing, okay. Then we have communities. All these are standard applications developed. Your financial cloud, e-commerce cloud applications. These are the applications developed by the Salesforce. Okay. Then, what are custom applications? Applications developed by the user as per his organizational business needs. Any application that was created by the user according to his organizational business requirement are called custom applications. Right. Fine. Let us go to the next. How do you create an application? If you want to create an application, set up, build, create apps. Set up, build, create apps. These are the standard application. Site.com, service, console, charter, sales, marketing, content, community, all these are standard. Then, are you going for a custom app or a console app? Console app means everything that you open will be open in a new tab. Anything that you open, that will be open in a new tab. Let me show an example for you. Just show a demo of console app. Look at the view. The UI is changing, right? Now here tabs are shown vertically, not horizontally. When you go with the standard format, custom application, standard custom application, tabs will be horizontal. But here we have this. We'll use this when you have less number of objects. Now look at this. Everything I create, everything I open, anything that I try to open will be open in a new tab. Everything that we open, that is open in a new tab, so that it's easy for you to access the data from multiple pages. So console app, everything that we open will be open in a new tab. But regular applications are what? We don't do it in this way. Regular applications are this one. These are our regular application. It is not open in a new tab. Right, this is our regular application. Console application is what? Anything that we open will be open in a new tab. Go back again. Setup, build, create apps, new. Choose custom application. Step number 1, choose the application type. We have chosen custom app. Label, now what is this application label and name? Name with which application is displayed to the users on the UI. With what label application should be displayed to every user on the UI? That is your application label. Application name, actual name of the application. If you want to refer to this application programmatically, we will use application name. Application name is actual name of the application. If you want to refer to this application programmatically, we will use this name. Application label, it is a name with which application will be displayed on the UI. With what label application will be displayed on the UI? Example, look at this. All these are group of application. With what label they are displayed? App launcher, community, all these are what? Labels. Applications are visible to the users on the UI using the labels. Now when you say application name, it is the actual name of the application. If you want to refer to this application programmatically using the program, if you want to refer to this application, we will use application name, programmatical reference and display. I hope you are good. Description, whatever you want to write, you can write it, some description. Then choose the logo for your application. Now if you don't specify the logo, by default it will take Salesforce default logo. If you don't specify the logo, by default Salesforce will take default logo. No, I want to specify the logo, insert an image. Choose the logos. Choose the logo. We are applying that logo for the application. When you are choosing the logo, there are some thumb rules here. Logo size should be minimum 3 KB, maximum 20 KB. Width and height 55 pixel, width is 300 pixel, height is 55 pixel. Width and height are 355. Width and height are 355. So logo size should be more than 3 KB, less than 20 KB. Width and height should be 355. Okay. Now choose the list of tabs. List of tab. In this application, I told application is a collection of tab. So in this application, what tabs you want to show? Choose the tabs. Can you just remove it? Right. Now, let us go to the next. Default landing tab. What is this default landing tab? When you open the application, there are a group of tabs. On the first page of the application, whose data should be displayed? We have a group of tabs. When you open this, we have a group of tabs. The moment I launch, look at the point. The moment I say marketing, this is the first page. On the first page, whose data they are displaying? Home data. Now when I click on the campaign, campaign data will come. Lead data will come. But when I open the application, on the first page, whose data should be displayed? Is it the home tab data, charter tab data, contacts tab data? Whose data should be displayed? That is called default landing tab. Look at this. I have chosen lead as default landing tab. So when I open the application, on the first page, the tab will be visible. I told in the organization there will be a profile. I told what is that profile? It will tell who can see what. Now I told system administrator profile, student profile. So this application what I created can be visible to only this category of people: system admin profile and student. Tell me who can see this application. So now go. So what we have here? Loan. So list of applications what we created, we can see here. So on the first page, whose data came? Leads. The moment I open, lead data is coming. It is a default landing tab. Logo of the application, label name of the application, label name, logo for the application, and tabs, default landing tab. Who can see it? I told system administrator and a student profile. Satish have a profile called system admin. That is the reason I was able to see this. I hope everyone is good with that. So what is an application? It is a collection of tabs. Once again, how many types of applications we have? Two categories: standard and custom. Standard applications are created by Salesforce. Okay, they cannot be deleted. If you want, you can customize or you can hide it. If you want, you can customize and you can hide it. The next we have how to create the custom application: setup, build, create apps, new app. They'll ask console or custom. The moment you say console, everything that we open will be opened in a new tab. Now, when you have less number of tables and we want a quicker access, we go for a console. Okay, but generally what we use? Custom app. Go to the custom app. Step number 1, choose the custom app. Step number 2, they'll ask you application label. Name with which application should be displayed is called application label. Second, application name. The name which is used to refer to this application programmatically. Now, it is the actual name of the application. We use this name for referring programmatically. Third one we have. Next, step number 3. Choose the logo. Logo can be size minimum 3 KB, maximum 20 KB. How will you do that? First, upload the logos as a document. First, we have uploaded logos as a document. From document folder, we are capturing it. Then, width and height 300 pixel and 55 pixel. Then we enter next part of the story. What was that? Choose the tabs. In the application, which a tab should be visible, and choose one of the tab as default landing tab. The moment I open the application, which tab data should be opened? The moment I open the application, which tab data should be displayed? That is called default landing tab. Then tell who can see this application. Now let us go with this. Setup, build, create, apps, new app. Fleet management application, label, and application. Next. Then we have insert the logo. Next. Choose the tabs. What is the default landing tab? Choose one of the tab as default landing. Next. Tell which profile can see this. Right now I told only system. This is how we are able to see. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Okay. Later on, when we create our own objects, our own tabs, we will include them in this application. Right now, based on the availability resource, we are trying to build it. Later on, we will create our own objects, our own tabs, include them to the application. Am I clear with this? Right. Yes, what is your query?
How you edit the application? Like if you want to add
You just
more objects and
see what is the
give the
fun.
permission.
Got it. Got your point. Right. What is the last step we are done? I told visible to system admin. Because Satish have a system admin profile, automatically that will be seen here. Now step number 4, step number 5, I told select the profile. Now select the profile for whom the application should be visible. Because I selected system admin, Satish is a system admin, I was able to see this. Is that was clear? Is that clear? Step number 5 indicates who can see. I selected system admin because my profile is a system admin, I was able to see this. Right, boss? Okay. Now if you want to delete, setup, build, create, apps. Now look at this. We don't have a delete option for all the things. We have a delete option only for fleet and loan. Anything that you create can be deleted. So I have created the application, I was deleting. What is the navigation? Same navigation. Build, create, apps, list of application, delete. You want to create a new one? Create. You want to modify the existing? Modify what is the property. Here I told assign to profile. Because I selected system admin, I was able to see. Is that was clear? Yes. When you create your own, you'll be seeing how to add them. Okay. Right now, based on the availability of resources, we are selecting and adding. Later on, if we create, there is a process for adding it. We'll discuss that point. Okay. Now, whatever we have discussed, whatever we discussed, it is with respect to the classic format. Same thing, we can add it in the lightning. Same thing, we can add it in the lightning. So what was that lightning? Switch to lightning experience. How will you create your application in the lightning? How will you create your application in the lightning? Now look at the format. When you go to lightning, we have setup. Steps will be different, slightly different here. Setup. Go to this We are going to have platform tools, we have apps, we have app manager, apps and app manager. Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager. Then list of applications which are available. Now look at this. I was trying to create a new lightning application. If I create a lightning application, that will not be visible in the classic. Lightning application is not visible in the classic. We can create applications from lightning also, but lightning application is not visible in the classic. Okay, but classic applications I can see from lightning. Lightning are not visible in the classic. Now it is asking application name. ICICI Mutual Funds. Application name, developer name. There we got application label, application name. Here we got application name, developer name. Right. Then image. In the classic, we used to upload the logo first into documents, then use it. But here, straight away choose it. Choose application image and color instead of ARC's custom theme. Now, navigation style, standard or console. This we got there first step. What is it? Is it a custom application or console? Here we got here standard navigation or console. We got standard. Now, do you want a full setup? Yes. Don't touch any other. Now, generally in the mobile phone, when you open a mobile, first at the home page of the mobile, we get some icons at the bottom. We have a list, number of apps, but on the home page we keep some of the icons which we frequently use. It's called utility icons. Now here also in the application, these are called utility icons. What are the utility items you want to keep frequently used? I told charter feed. I'm adding a couple of next. Add the utility. Now select the list of tabs which you want to add. Accounts, cases. Next, select which profile can see it. Save and finish. You come back to the navigation once again. Look at this. This is my ICICI Mutual Funds, and this is the structure what we receive. Right. Once again, I'll go back. Let us understand step by step clearly. Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager. Then we have new lightning app. No. Recruitment app. Application name, developer name. Choose the logo. Some logo we can choose. Same logos are here. Okay. Choose the logo. Next, standard navigation. Next, utility icons if you want any. Next, then available tabs, account, then we have contacts. Next, select the profiles. Now go to setup, recruitment app. This is what we are able to see. I hope you are good with this. Now, again, I want to delete it. How will you do that? Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager, ICICI mutual funds. Now you can see here, application is a classic application. It's a classic application. It's a lightning application. Clearly, they have given you classical lightning.
Is there an undo option if you delete and you didn't want to?
No.
Here we cannot choose
Right.
the default landing tab.
Now come again.
Here we cannot choose the default landing tab.
No, because here by default the first tab will be the default. Whatever the tab we keep the first, there will be the first default landing tab. Then we specifically mentioned this tab should be the default landing. But in the Lightning format, whatever the tab is there in the first, that will be the default landing tab. Okay. Now come back to the next one. We have done this. Now, how many applications you can create? Boss, when you're giving the previous version, in the classic, there is a limit based on edition what you purchased. If you take unlimited edition, unlimited number of applications you can create. Enterprise, 10 application. Professional, 5. That is based on your classic. When you came to Lightning, okay, for any edition, unlimited number of applications you can create. But when you go to the classic, in the classic they had a limitation based on the edition. But in the Lightning, they removed that. Everybody can create a number, okay, a number of applications. Is that was clear? Okay. Now, the quick point here. I already created a application in the classic. Now I want to migrate this application to Lightning. We already had a classic and we have a Lightning now. Lightning is a updated version of Salesforce. So we want to shift your classic application to Lightning application. So what we can do, when you are shifting, classic application will not be deleted. One more copy of the classic will be created in the Lightning. When I am migrating classic to Lightning, classic will not be deleted. One more version of the classic will be created in the Lightning. So look at the format. Setup, build, create, apps, loan management app, edit. This is already a classic application, right? Now override, show Lightning, show in Lightning experience. When I say show in Lightning experience, go to the Lightning. What was it? Loan management. Previously, this was not there. Okay, fine. Even when you go to App Manager, look at this App Manager, loan management app, right? Let us see. our applications will be loan management application. What was this? Now still classic application was there. Still we have that classic application. Loan management application classic. Same will be available in Lightning also. Let us see. Where was that? Now, are you able to open this application in the Lightning? But still it is what? A classic. Still it is what? It is a classic. But one more instance of the same application was created as a Lightning, which we are able to see it. So when you convert Lightning, what is the option we have? View in Lightning. Now go back to classic and see. We are able to see it like a classic. So when you say Lightning, the same application, one more instance will be created like a Lightning and will be displayed to you in the Lightning view. I hope you are good with that. Right, boss? So let me give you theoretical data. So what is an application?
In Lightning, after selecting a particular application, how can
You're
you
not
see the
audible.
history of
You're not audible, and give me some time to answer questions. Okay, Ramma? Let me finish it. Now, what was that? Application is a collection of tabs. There are two types of applications we have: standard and custom. Standard are created by Salesforce. Example: sales, call center, marketing. Standard applications cannot be deleted, but they can be customized. Custom applications which are created by the user are called custom application. They can be deleted as per the business requirement. Classic navigation, setup, build, create apps, new application. Choose the application type as custom app. Enter the application details, label name and name. Then choose the logo for the application, choose the tabs for the application, and choose the default landing tab. And last one, choose the profile for whom the application should be visible. Same thing in the Lightning. Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager, new Lightning app. Enter the details, enter the app name, developer name, description, choose the logo. Choose the navigation type, standard. Choose the utility bars, choose the tabs, choose the profile. How many applications we can create? Depends upon the edition. Developer 10 application, enterprise 10 application, unlimited number of application. Now, how do you upgrade? How do you upgrade the application from classic to Lightning? So what we have done here: setup, build, create apps, choose the application, edit, enable, show in Lightning version. If you want to upgrade the classic application to Lightning, now I told you classic version of the application still remains, but instance of application in the Lightning version will be created. This is what we have discussed as of now, right? So once again I repeat, if you upgrade the classic application, classic still remains, one more instance of the Lightning will be opened. That means the same application Lightning will be created, right? The classic will not be deleted. Once again, quickly: setup, build, create apps, recruitment. recruitment app, choose the logo for the application, choose the tabs. Right now, based on the availability of tabs I'm selecting, later on we can add and remove some of them. Default landing tab, when I open the application, whose data should be on the first page. Next, who can see this application? Specify who can see this. Then, now we have this in the classic. Go to the lightning. Now, are you able to see my application? What is that? Recruitment app. Are you able to see? Recruitment app is not visible. So, what I'm doing, go to this app manager. So, look at the option. We will be having a recruitment app. We have a recruitment app which is a classic. Look at this. What was it? Visible in lightning. If you look at this option was there. What was this option? This option will tell whether this is visible in the lightning or not. Now, if this is enabled, is it available in the lightning or not? Is it visible in the lightning or not? So the moment I say visible on the lightning, if this is enabled, same classic application, okay, lightning version will be created. Same classic application, lightning version will be created. If I create a lightning application, directly it will be visible. Lightning application is directly visible in lightning. But in the classic application, we got here, look at this. Classic, we are not getting this checkbox enabled. So now I am unable to see this recruitment app in the lightning. So what I was supposed to do, go to this, edit, then enable in lightning view. Enable in lightning. Show in the lightning experience. Right? Now the same thing I can also give here. Look at the point. Recruitment app, upgrade. We are upgrading the classic. Now the same classic is visible in lightning. Now what we are doing now? We are upgrading now. We are trying to upgrade. When I click on the upgrade, look at the format. What was this option here? Lightning, recruitment, lightning. When you say show in lightning, same classic, visible in lightning. The moment you click on upgrade, same copy of classic is created as lightning. One more instance of lightning application for the application is created. Now the moment I said upgrade, they have created classic is still classic in both the ways. When you say visible in lightning or upgrade to lightning, in both the case, classic remains the classic. When you say visible in lightning, if I enable it, you get an option here. What was the option? Look at this. Recruitment app, visible in lightning? No. Still the application is what? Classic only, but you can access from the lightning. No, I want to convert the application to lightning. I will click on upgrade. When I click on upgrade, what will happen? One more copy of classic will be created in the form of lightning. So there is a difference between visible and upgrade. I hope you are good. Okay, upgrade means one more copy of lightning. Okay, lightning will be created based on the classic application. Visible means same classic, but UI will be in the lightning. I hope you are good. Clear? Am I clear with this? Right. So now go ahead if you have any queries now.
Is upgrade need any license or just normally we can upgrade it?
It has nothing to do with the license. The upgrade is the UI formatter. Updated version of the Salesforce in the UI formatter. Yeah.
And one more thing, just a small question. Like for the one of the end user don't want to see the lightning, even though the application is
Now,
developed. Let's say,
when you create
I-
a lightning, we have to enable for which users the lightning should be enabled. When you're migrating, by default, lightning will not be visible to everyone. We have to enable for this group of people, lightning should be visible. We need to specify for this group of people, show them in the lightning version. By default, lightning version will not come to everyone. We need to specify for this group of people, we need to enable lightning, right? Because there is a classic and lightning. So we need to externally specify for these people, lightning should be given. Okay, it's to got my point. Okay, this will be given at the time of conversions of application. Okay, yeah. Yes, any classroom queries? Classroom, yeah. Go ahead, class. Come again. Obviously, when you create a new table, obviously you have to go for new tabs, right? Any other queries from classroom? Yes. There will be number of options, right? Whatever you can understand now, I have indicated those options. There are plenty of other options are there. Yes. So
Satish, if you are creating a
1 minute, 1 minute. Online people, please wait for a minute. Right? Any other queries from the classroom? Any other queries from the classroom students? Right? No? Yeah. Online can go ahead now. What is your query?
you're creating you're creating an app and you're assigning it to roles, right? So if you want to delete that custom app, do you need to go to every role and remove that, or can you do it
Now,
once?
deletion is done at the application. Here's a question. You are creating an application. You are creating an application assigning to a profile, not a role actually, assigning to a profile. If you want to delete a application, do you need to go to every profile and delete it? No, we are deleting at application level. Once I delete, when there is no application, profiles will not have access on it. So not deletion is not done at profile level. At profile level, what they give is whether you can see or not. If it is available, whether you can see or not is given at profile level. If you want to delete, applications are deleted at what level? We are deleting at application level. Now look at this. We have list of applications in the app manager. What is the option we have? Let me choose any one of the custom application I have created. Recruitment. Now what is the option? Edit and delete. So deletion is not done at profile level, it is done at application level. Right. Yes. Any other queries, Amma?
Satish, you're talking about the utility items, right?
Yeah.
Those utility items cannot be created from custom.
We can-
We'll be creating on the Lightning side. So, what exactly because
See,
when you created
Don't be
this
hurry.
one, you have
Don't be-
got an
your point.
option for
Yeah.
utility item.
Don't elaborate, boss. I got your point. Now, see, utility icons, that possibility is there only for lighting. It will not be there in the classic. The utility icons I told in the screen, basically it's a mobile structure. Mobile structure.
Okay, this is for you. Okay, and the point is, we'll be
complete.
specifying the users, right?
Wait for a minute, boss.
Not able to see a screen, Satish.
Now, that utility icon simulator will come for only lighting. It will come for only lighting. So there is no way of creating them in the classic. Okay. In the classic, we cannot create them because that utility will be there available only.
What is UTD?
What is it? Utility. What do you mean by utility?
Maybe I didn't hear correctly, but
Utility.
you said it cannot
Utility
be
icons.
created in
Utility icons.
Classic.
Utility
Sorry?
icons. Utility icons.
Okay.
The icon symbols at the
Alright.
footer of this.
Satish, in Lightning, do we have any
First, let me
drop-down
complete the
option?
question, Amma. Wait, sir, wait. Let me complete the first existing questions. Now, these icons, what we are calling as utility icons. So this is available when you are logging from mobile devices or tabs. This will not be available for desktop oriented. The desktop you see it. Generally, we create them for the mobile simulators. When you're going for the mobile simulators, we'll create it. That's what we call generally Salesforce Lightning for mobile. There we actually use these utility icons, but not regularly for your desktop or tabs or mobiles will be using this. This is what we call as utility icons for the application. Generally, we use this for mobiles and tabs, right? Okay. Now go ahead with the second question, boss. Yeah.
Do we have any drop-down option to switch in between the apps in Lightning?
Drop down option between.
In Lightning to switch in between the applications.
See, we already have a list of icons. How we are doing it? Now you click on that list of applications will open. Whichever the application you want to use, you can use it. Now I'm working on the Salesforce marketing. Now if you want to come back to any other application, what do you do? Go to the icon again. Open whatever the application you want to. Right. Basically, all these arcs application belongs to your arc. As per your requirement, you can keep shuffling them. Okay. Right, boss? Yeah. Any other queries?
Satish, I
Yeah,
didn't get
Satish.
that doubt. Can you please show me how to disable the lightning? Only I need to see only classic. I don't want to see the lightning.
You cannot degrade. You can only delete. I make it very clear. You cannot come back from Lightning to Classic, boss. Lightning application, you cannot get back to the Classic. Applications which are created in the Classic can be brought to Lightning. Now, when I told upgrade, Classic application will be Classic. One more copy of the Classic is created in the Lightning. If you don't want that Lightning, delete that. If you don't want that, now I told I created an application here. If you feel that you don't want that Lightning, now let me go back.
Like, is it the user level we need to delete, or is it complete?
Allow me to complete it. You'll understand. Allow me to complete. Platform tools, apps, app manager. Now, we are going with at what level? Is it app level or user level or profile level? App level. Now you are managing at the app level. You are going to the apps, go to the apps. Now recruiting app, I created a Lightning version of recruitment app. I told upgrade. The moment I told upgrade, what happened? One more copy of recruiting app is created as recruitment Lightning. Now you feel that you don't want a Lightning, you still want to continue with the Classic, go there and delete it. Whatever the new instance is created, that you can delete it. But the application which was created in the Lightning, you cannot degrade to Classic. If you are already in the Classic, you can upgrade to Lightning. Later on, you decide I don't want to go with the Lightning, you delete that Lightning. But if your application is already done in the Lightning, you cannot degrade to Classic. Application which was built on the Classic, which you upgraded to Lightning, if you don't want, you can delete it, upgraded Lightning. But application is straight away developed in the Lightning, we cannot degrade to Classic. I hope I'm good with this. And where this is maintained, at application. Now we are controlling the application. If you delete an app, everything will be lost. All the permissions on it will be lost. Now there will be thousands of permissions on the application. I cannot go to every permission and delete. So how I was supposed to do? If you delete an app, all the permissions will be deleted. As simple as that. I hope I'm good. Any other
Can we
queries?
do it in production, sir, directly, or no?
Okay, we can do it, but it's not a good practice. See, whatever the administrative activities we are doing, everything can be done in the production data. But it's not a good practice to straight away work on the production. Because the impact also we need to calculate.
Okay, sir. I understood what you said exactly. But if I delete the lightning one, it was only for all the users you are using the same.
Now, don't bring user level here. It is not it is application level. Now, when you deleted the top level, let's see, boss. In a folder, you have some 10 movies you copied. Please mute your mic, boss. Who is this? There are 10 movies in a. There are 10 movies, sir. 10 movies in a folder. When I have 10 movies in a folder, when you delete the folder, again will you go and take the delete every movie in the folder? Once you delete the folder, what will happen? Everything in the folder will be lost. Everything in the folder is lost, right? Now, when you delete an app, whoever is having a permission on the app, they'll be losing the permission. Again, what is the need of going to every user and deleting it? There is no app, right? If there is an app, you need to think about permission. The moment I deleted an app, there is no more an app. When there is no more an app, nobody can see it. Got my point, boss?
Yes, sir. I got it now. Yeah.
No. Okay. What is your query?
Satish? Hello?
A question here.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah.
Satish,
See.
yeah,
Now,
actually,
1 minute. Let me answer this question. Answer. Now, when do you go for deletion app? You want to delete associated things, all associated things, you'll delete an app. No, I don't want to delete all associated things. App has to be there. Certain permissions I have to delete. Then you delete the permission. It's a common this thing was. You want to delete everything, you'll delete everything. I want to delete a particular permission, go to that and delete a permission. Same story. Folder I have, 10 movies I have. If you want to delete all the movies, you'll delete a folder. You want to delete a particular movie, why will you delete a folder? You go to that particular movie and delete it. Right? As simple as that. Yes, Amma, online, go ahead.
Satish, I have a question here. We have two options to upgrade to Classic to Lightning. Now, one option is to upgrade and other option is...
No, wrong. You're wrongly taking. Yeah. It is not two options to upgrade.
No.
It is two options to Lightning View. One is Lightning View,
exactly.
Another one is upgrade. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Lightning View,
yeah.
Same Classic UI will be in Lightning. Okay, but you don't get Lightning functionalities. It is visible on the Lightning, but Lightning functionalities are not there. When you say upgrade, it is completely creating one more instance with the complete functionalities of Lightning. Now you can also add on your Lightning functionalities. Classic showing in the Lightning. Other one is completely creating a Lightning application. When you completely build a Lightning application, we can make all the functionalities of the Lightning to work on it. When you say view in Lightning, it is not Lightning application. We are bringing that structure into the Lightning view. Are you getting my point? Are you clear about it?
In that case, yeah. And in that case, when we are just viewing the application in the Lightning, in that one we cannot delete that application from Lightning. It will be remain as it is as in Classic,
exactly.
But it can be viewed.
The point is, when you say view, we are not upgrading to Lightning. So no more copy of, one more copy of Classic is not created. When you say view, same Classic application, UI they are showing. They are not creating a Lightning application here. When I say upgrade, they are creating a Lightning application for this Classic and giving you. Are you getting my point? View means application is only one, Classic. Classic on the UI they are showing like a Lightning. In the Lightning they are showing this application. Still that application is what? Classic application only. We don't have a copy of this Classic in Lightning. Classic application shown in Lightning. It doesn't have Lightning functionalities. When you say upgrade, one more copy of the Classic is recreated as Lightning with all Lightning functionalities. Are you clear about this? Any other queries?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yes, Satish.
If you have,
Satish.
Yeah, 1 minute. If you modify, no. So you have to upgrade it. You have to manually upgrade it. Now what we have done, we created our own application. Then we went there and told upgrade to Lightning. Upgrade. That option is available in Lightning. In the Classic, we don't have upgrade option. In the Classic, what we have? Show in Lightning. Yeah. What was your query?
Hi, Satish.
Yeah. Yes, Amma. Manoj, 1 minute.
Oh.
Okay. profiles. See, again I'm coming back. The creation of user has certain permissions, certain roles. We are not done to that point. So if I have to explain it, I have to tell you what is the profiles, what is the roles and everything. Now, as of now, we are giving access at a profile level. User has nothing to do with an organization. Everything will be controlled by profile. Remember one point, we don't give permission for every user. We give permissions at some organization level. That to that level, we add the users to it. So for every individual user, I cannot go and give a permission. Now there are thousands of users. I cannot go to every user. There's some specific extra permissions are there, and I'll manage it. Everything is generally controlled with the profile. It's too early to discuss about the user. Right. So don't look at this as a user. Don't look at this as user. We are at the top level. When you go to the bottom level, then we can see what was there. Okay. Now creation of application and which profile can see it. When you create the user, we'll see how we can get access, how you will be getting access to it. Okay. Right. Yes, online, go ahead.
Hi, Manoj. I'm Manoj here. Satish, I want to know the file formats for the image.
Almost
whether
everything is approved. Almost there are 27 formats are there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
All files are.
Satish,
That's another question.
Satish, I have one
you
question.
have just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
you mentioned that a document created in a custom folder cannot be deployed to production from Sandbox.
Now you took another way. I told if you create the document and store it in a my personal document folder,
Okay.
okay, and you have created an application in the Sandbox, while deploying the documents in my personal document folder will not be deployed to production. That is the reason I told create a custom folder, then deploy it. Anything that you save to my personal document folder in Sandbox, they cannot be deployed to production. Okay, that's the next question. Please off your camera.
Satish, how can, Satish,
Yes.
how can we see classic apps in Lightning App Manager? So without they are enabled.
See, list of application can be shown. It's administrative permission, right? We are not opening an application. They are showing a list of application. It's only a table. When I show a list of application, what they are showing? List of application names they are showing. It's a table. I can show it anywhere.
Okay.
It's a page, right? Now, when I say app manager, it is showing what? A page which will show list of all the applications available. It's just a UI page.
Okay. Irrespective of the apps, right? Different apps.
Yes.
Okay.
When you create 10 applications, if you delete, in the enterprise, I told 10 application. You created 10 application. If you delete one of the application, how many of them are live now? 9. You can go with one more application. At a time, 9 applications can be live. 9 custom applications can be live. If you don't want, you can delete any one of the application.
Okay. Thank you.
Satish, I have a question.
Yeah, go
If I have a classic application and I can choose the landing page or the home page, whatever. But if I chose
Now,
a different
in
page,
the Lightning, whichever the tab we have selected as the first tab, whichever the tab data we want to open, that tab what we need to do, keep it as a first tab. We are adding a tabs to it.
Okay.
The order which we are adding, in the same order they will be displayed. If you keep the tab as the first tab, automatically that will become a default landing tab in the Lightning.
yeah. And I have a question on that. If I have a classic app and I am opening in the Lightning, I didn't upgrade it. Which tab it is going to show?
Default
The
landing.
view is going to be different?
Default landing tab. Already in the classic, we already have defined what is a default landing tab. So when you're migrating,
No, I chose in the classic. I chose the second tab as the my landing tab.
when you chosen the second tab, when you're converting into Lightning, the default landing is already defined in the classic. So it will be created automatically as a first tab in the classic Lightning.
Okay.
Okay. See, simple funda boss. Now you are getting a random of tabs. If you want to change it, go to the application, just shuffle the tabs, right? It's not uneditable.
No. I know it's
fine.
we can change it, but okay.
Yeah. We can edit it. We can edit it. That's all from my end from the classroom.
Satish,
Hi,
one
Satish.
question, Satish.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you upgrade from classic to Lightning, you told there's a copy of Lightning created, right? If
Yes.
you make changes only to the Lightning, it doesn't get reflected into Classic. You need to go into Classic and again do the changes, right? It Lightning.
No. Once your instance is created, you can go to the Lightning and make a changes. One more copy.
Yeah, but it doesn't reflect into Classic. You only reflects in Lightning.
Exactly. Upgradation is done. Degrading, we cannot do it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi,
Hello,
Satish.
Yes.
Where to see the profile for the
Pardon me?
how to check the user to which profile he belongs?
I
Whether
get the
this
same answer. Let's go to the user level creation, then we can understand it. Okay.
okay.
Now, without knowing what is a user and how to create it, as of now, we are building the application. Once everything is ready, then we'll go to user levels. Let's first build the application structures. Okay.
Hi, Satish. I have one doubt.
Go ahead.
When we are viewing a classic application in Lightning, can we edit it, or can we only view it?
Come again.
When we are viewing a classic application in Lightning, can we edit it from Lightning?
Yeah, we can edit it.
Okay. But Lightning functionalities won't be enabled.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Chalo, that's all from my end. See you all in the next session. Yeah, go ahead.
Satish, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So I upgraded a classic application into Lightning, and if I do any changes in Lightning, will that be going to reflect in the classic again?
Same question she has asked me just before you. I told yes. It will.
Okay.
Now, if you upgrade, Lightning changes will not come to classic. If you just view the classic and Lightning, the changes will be coming to classic.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Satish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a small clarification on the documents. Okay. As you said, the maximum size is of 5 MB, right? Is there any customization? With the customization, we can increase the size or something?
No, it's a
5 MB to something?
asynchronous. If you go with the asynchronous operation or storage, we can go up to 10 MB. But 5 MB document is very high size because it's not basically Salesforce is not used for storing the contents of the files actually. Okay, but synchronous is only 5 MB. There's no alternative. We had a similar requirement, like let us say I work with the healthcare. I built one product for the healthcare actually. We had the same requirement. The medical diagnosis reports has to be stored to the Salesforce. Basically, the patient diagnosis before you claim for insurance. What are the medical reports are there that should be submitted, because they're high-end graphical reports. Medical reports will be high-end graphical sheets. So the size was very high. So we communicated with the Salesforce team for the same when increasing the size levels. They said no. So then we are forced to implement a small middleware tool for storing the data in the backend Amazon. So you cannot communicate even the Salesforce will communicate also, they will not be increasing the size. That's what I want to convey.
Okay. How about is there any limitation? Is there any specific that MB is allocated for documents, like only these many documents I can upload, or I can do whatever, how many I want?
Single document size should be 5 MB.
Yeah, that is true. But is there any limitation? Is there to only up to this MB only you have to store the documents? If having let us assume.
Depends upon the licenses. Okay, you'll get the space. You still want extra space, you can purchase it. It's not an issue.
Okay, there is no dedicated space for that. You mean to say?
No. Right. Initially, they give some free space for you. Okay, free space they'll be giving you based on the number of licenses you have taken. They give a free space. Okay, still you want to increase it, you can increase it. Initial free space will come. Okay, if you feel that the space is not sufficient, then you can move to the purchasing of whole space on the Salesforce.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.